Hey everyone, Epic Sonic Pals here. So I've been actually getting some questions on how I make my thumbnails and how do I make the characters in my thumbnails have emotions. And today, that's why I will be telling you how to go from this to this. And honestly, thumbnails are one of the most important things when it comes to plush videos. They get you clicks, they get you recommended, and more. And I'm not saying that all of your guys' thumbnails are bad, but I could say they do need a little bit of improvement. So that's why I come in. I already know Bluetooth Productions made a video on how to make a plush video, and he also cleaned thumbnails. The thing is, he did not show actual photos and videos of how to do it, so it's a little bit more tricky, but props to him for the idea. Well, I had this idea, but he's kind of made me actually make the idea a real thing, so props to him. So yeah, let's get to the tutorial. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to make sure you have an app called Bassart, and that's what I use to remove my photos. First, when you download, it's going to give you like a survey, but you can just skip it. Then click the bottom pink button with the plus in it. Then you click it, right? And then it'll give you like photos or videos. Click photos, and then give whatever render you want to use for your plush videos. I'm just going to click a random one. Just click the Sonic one. Okay, and then in the bottom it says remove background. And then take just a sec, not much. Okay, and then it'll remove it, but there's gonna be some access, so you just want to erase that. I did have my knee, so I'm gonna erase that. Okay, and then there's like a little bit of like edges inside where the shoe is, so I'm gonna just erase that. And then obviously I'm gonna erase my hand. Then not try to erase Sonic. Then erase the fingers, which are hard sometimes, but make sure your fingers aren't overlapping the renders. Then, if you have the app, you want to open up the app PixArt and then put your render into PixArt. Then what you can do is you could go to stickers and then look for a background maybe. So actually, if you want, let me see if I have anything here. Never mind. Sorry guys, I just wanted to download the background because I didn't have anything. So I just put the background there. Alright. And then what you can do is actually make it fit. But I did do this wrong. I'm actually doing a voiceover of the recording. So I did accidentally do this wrong. So if you guys want to skip this part, you guys can. But I think I just skip it for you guys. No, actually I don't. But here you see I have the background in the same size. But I accidentally messed up on the photo, so I just decided to try and stretch it, but that didn't work. But I just decided to get the photo again, and then I made it bigger. And then if you guys want, you guys can go to effects, and then you can blur it. That's what I like to do with my thumbnails. I blur them, and then I locked the back. I didn't lock it yet, but I will. And then you want to take the render you're using. Obviously, I use Classic Sonic, so I put Classic Sonic into the thumbnail. I accidentally locked it, so I gotta lock it. Okay, then you want to put Sonic on the left or the right, but you want to make him big. Since he's the big major part of the video, you want to make him big. Okay, then you want to go to adjust, make his colors more vibrant, but since I took my photo in the sun, it's gonna take a little bit more, but you can eventually get it. You want to bring the brightness a little bit up, but not too much. And then highlights a little bit. Saturation, I like to do a bunch of saturation when it comes to my thumbnails because that just makes them pop. And then what you want to do is, I think if you want more saturation, you can put contrast. Then you want to lock the character. But then you can actually put shadow onto the character to give it more depth. You want to make like a shadow outline, and then when you get to position, always put it in the middle. And then adjust, make it always 100 on both. Okay, and then you have the shadow. Then if you want to get some like other characters, just get them. This is a test thumbnail. Don't expect this video to actually come out on my channel. This is not real. So I'm just gonna put Mario and Luigi. All right, put them. Okay, but now we're gonna set them to the side because we're not gonna actually work on them. I decided we're going to work on the text. So this is actually a thumbnail based on Sonic's Marathon. So I'm gonna put Sonic's. I messed up on here. So I just put Sonic's, and then it fixed it for me. Sonic's. And then since Sonic is like blue, I wanted to do the colors. You can always go to gradient to get like faded colors. I put dark blue, and then I put light blue. And then if you want, you don't always have to, but you can put a stroke onto the actual text. It depends on which amount you want. I usually go around the 80s. And then you want to put marathon because the video is about a marathon. Then you want to add an exclamation point saying, since it's the big word. And then I did actually struggle on this part, but you want to make sure you make marathon bigger than Sonic. Don't make it the same size. Don't make it any smaller. Make it bigger, but big enough so you can see the actual word and like the exclamation part if you did put the exclamation part. I'm sorry if I'm struggling, guys, with that exclamation point or whatever. I'm not really good at saying it. But yeah, it did take me a while to get this all settled. So then you can change Mario and put him there, and then change Luigi. For Luigi, I want to make him a bit bigger, and then I want to flip him so he can look the same direction as Mario and Sonic are. Then remember, you can always adjust like the color and saturation. And then if you want, you can do it with Mario, but I took Mario in a very good area, so I'm not going to add too much on Mario. Then, after I put that, you can put shadow. I put Mario a little bit bigger. I didn't like how small he was. Remember, put position always in the middle, and then adjust 100 always. I put him in 90, I don't know why. And then Luigi, do the same thing with Mario. Middle, for position, adjust both 100. Well, I didn't even do it just so. Then you can change the color of the text, so you can always put gradient or texture. I don't usually use the texture because it didn't have what I was looking for, but then you can just go to gradient, get it. I used red and then yellow because I kind of think of those colors when I think of marathon. And then remember, you can always put like a stroke onto the actual text itself. I don't know why I'm taking too long to get there, that point. Yeah, but you can always put a stroke on it. And then you can actually put shadow on the text to give it more depth. So that's what I did. You do the same thing with the renders you do. So, yeah. And then right here, I'm going to bring Mario a little bit up since his face kind of gets covered by Marathon. And then, so, yeah. Okay. Guys, my bad. Alright, then you got the shadow on there. But since it's called Sonic's Marathon, you want to make sure you make it look like Sonic is in a marathon and not just Sonic there. So what you can do is you go to the stickers and click, you can search up headband. But you guys, I'm not saying you guys are going to make a marathon video. You guys can if you guys are inspired by the thumbnail and you think it'll be easier. But this is just a theme I'm doing for my thumbnail. But yeah, you can, I found this, so just put it on his head. It does kind of cover a bit of the word Sonic, so I will be making Sonic overlap against that. Okay, and then I also want to make Sonic look like he's tired. So what you can do is you can always go to the draw section, or actually, never mind. You can go to stickers again, and since Mario actually has something like his hand is out, you want to give him a flag, not like American flag, but like that checkers flag. Okay. And then you want to like put it behind Marathon because it's kind of overlapping Marathon. And then what you want to do now is you can make Sonic look a bit tired. So here's what you can do. You can go to draw, and then you can either draw or you can use the stretch tool, or you can just edit it. I do like to draw because it is a simpler way, but it'll take time, but it is very simple. So what you can do is you can actually use the pen, and then you can actually get the same color as you did on the blush. So here's what I do. That was just a mess up, my bad. You can actually make the like a pen like size a bit bigger. So yeah, just color that in. I'm gonna color it a little bit messy, but I'm gonna fix it once I use the erasing tool. So yeah, I fix it when it comes to the erasing tool. So I'm gonna fix both of the sides. And then, yeah. And then you can either duplicate it on the other side, but I will draw it on the other side. So yeah. I'm just fixing it on this side now. Then duplicate it on the other side, which obviously you can do. Just use the same color. It doesn't really matter. Okay. There you go. Just color it in. And then, if you want, you can go to stickers. And since it looks like Sonic's marathon, I want to make him look like he's actually tired. So I want to go to stickers and find him a mouth that looks like it's tired. So I'm going to search up mouth, riot. I don't know why I put riot. I meant tired. But you can put cartoon mouth. So it makes it not look like a realistic mouth. So there's a bunch of options, but I will eventually choose that open sad mouth. And then you can also flip the stickers. So yeah, and then it does kind of overlap marathon, but it doesn't really matter since the outline is black. But I will fix it. And then everybody that, well, actually I messed up there. Okay, so everybody, that is the end of the tutorial. I want you guys to take a look at the thumbnail. Guys, I am very sorry if I did not explain everything in an easier way, but I'm very happy that you guys maybe learned a thing or two. I'm hoping you guys did. But yeah, you guys don't obviously need to do everything I did. You guys can already change the thumbnails for yourselves. But this is how I like to do my thumbnails. I don't really put text anymore on my thumbnails, but obviously this actually turned out really good that I might even actually make a video about this. So guys, I'm really hoping you guys learned a thing or two. Thank you guys so much for watching. And then I will be putting a real image of what the actual thumbnail looks like in bigger quality. So I'm very sorry if I did not explain anything in easier terms, guys. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys learned something, a thing or two. And Epic Sonic Pals out.